Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Okay, let's take a look. So, what do we have today? There was some huge pullbacks yesterday. Huge pullbacks yesterday. Okay, so on Euro US dollar, we have to wait for this 4-hour level to break. Unless we break that, don't think there's going to be any trade here. And it's not going to be easy to break this. It's going to be pretty complicated. We have a lot of rejections. Before it broke up, there was some big rejections. Then yesterday we had that trade, came back again, got rejected, and now it's also rejecting. Once we have a close below the support, then we're gonna have a very nice trade. So we'll wait and see. Let's take a look at EJ. Looks like EJ broke too. And it looks like we had a small break and retest of this zone here, but even if I would see this, I probably wouldn't take it because the breakout was too weak. Let's take a look. It was only 2-3 pips, so wouldn't be very convincing to take this. Now we are reaching this next support. This one is this one, so it becomes a little tricky here now. We have two zones in between, and we need to decide which one we want to take. So to decide this, we're gonna go to the 4-hour, but on the 4-hour we have the same thing. So which one would be the safest? The safest zone to take the trade? I think we're gonna wait for a break of 125.900. Then once we break this, we're gonna wait for the retest, and when it comes for the retest, now we're gonna do this. We're gonna wait, we're gonna enter half here, and we're gonna wait for price to come a little higher, and gonna enter the other half and continuation. Why? Because if we do break this, chances of coming higher to test this zone 2 are there. So we're not gonna enter everything, the whole risk on this zone. We're gonna leave some if it does come a little deeper for a retest. But there's other things that can happen here. For example, price can stay in the middle of this between these two zones, then make a retest, and continue down. So what we would like here is, if that happens, we're still gonna wait for this zone. So if this candle is gonna close like this, next one's gonna make the retest, gonna wait for price to come all the way down, close below this, a retest and continuation. That's what I think. But for now, there's nothing we can do. Good morning, good morning. Let's go to UJ. UJ pretty much just ranging in between zones. Okay, so UJ is at this 4-hour support. We're also gonna wait for a break of the support on UJ. If we do, we can have a very nice trade. You can see where UJ got rejected from this middle zone of this consolidation. And now it's dropping. If we do have a break of the 4-hour, maybe the 1-hour would be great. I'm just gonna go through these pretty quick so that we don't miss a trade that's happening. USD CAD. Did you guys hold USD CAD yesterday? It went pretty good. It gave some nice pips to the downside. Yeah, USD CAD. USD CAD looks pretty nice. If we do break above this level that we took sells yesterday, then we're gonna have a very nice trade here. But you can see it held, this zone held a lot, couldn't break. Once we had yesterday the break, we took the retest all the way down. Price came again and again and again today, a few hours back. So looks like it's holding for now. But this candle closed very bullish, strong momentum, and this one probably is going to break, and we're going to enter on the retest. We have a nice range to fill to the upside. Looks very good. Looks like we have some good chances today. It's just a matter of time. Okay, GU. What happened with GU? GU's been very messy lately. It's been crazy. This looks like something similar that we've been experienced lately. A break, a retest, but a deep retest after the London Open, then a big drop all the way down. That's what it looks like. So I'd like to take some sells, please, but let's see. I would use a 10 pip stop loss if I could enter here, but let's see if price comes a little higher, because we might have a trade here. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, looks like GU can be a good trade. Can be a very good trade. First of all, let's take a look here. First, price came all the way up here, got rejected a few times, couldn't break. This bearish candle here came all the way down, rejected from this zone and broke below this other zone. See how it closed, left no bottom wick here, which means the momentum was pretty strong. Once London opened, it pushed right away to the upside like it does every time. Now got rejected all the way down. So what do we expect here? At least filling this wick on the left here and then going all the way to the next zone. Maybe I'm gonna break this too and continue all the way down. You can see how it came all the way below the previous candle. That to me indicates that price has a very strong momentum and usually it goes all the way down, but gonna need price here to come a little higher so we can enter. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to go bullish and then I'm gonna enter a trade here. We can't miss this. Good morning, hello everyone. We need this to push a little higher just so we can get an entry. Also, let me check if we do have any news right now. Don't want to go against the news. Not against the news, but when the news come, so we do get unexpected moves. Okay, so we have some Euro news in 1.5 hours, but there's time till then. It's quite some time. Let's go GU, just push a little higher so we can be done with this. In the meantime, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Okay, it looks like Aussie dollar respected this minor zone, this middle zone again. But it's rejecting the support. So if we break the support, it's going to be a nice move. No, I'm not on York session. Okay, I took some sells here, but not everything. I left some. If it does come a little higher, I entered 50% here. And if it's going to push a little higher, I'm going to enter some more. Okay, I'm going to use a 10 pip stop loss here. or 12th. Let's see. Expecting continuation. The time tells when the news is gonna come, and if it's gonna have effect or not. This is what it tells you. High impact or low impact. Low impact means it's not gonna have any effect. High impact means that it can move the market. Okay, I entered some more here, and let's see. I'm not gonna enter any others trades positions other than this, so let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at your chart. Okay, so this is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar for hour. Head and shoulders pattern, break of trend line. Look for bearish price action in this zone. 38.25 level. Also in this zone, multiple confluences. Okay, so first of all, I think for you the best would be to take this break and retest. So this was the first break and retest, and you missed that. Price coming all the way up here would mean that it's rejecting the zone. So now chances of breaking higher, continuation to the upside, or higher. Why? Because you are coming from another support, and you already missed the first and the second break and retest that happened there, or the first breakout of this trend line, how you can say. Now what I would do here is I would probably wait for this zone to break based on my way of trading, or I would wait for a break and retest of this zone. That's what I would do. But if this is the way you trade, I wish you the best. UCAD pushing nicely. Yes, let's see. UCAD can give us a very nice trade too. Let's wait. It's gonna be pretty good. GU is rejecting too. Should continue. If USD news is good, then Euro USD is gonna drop. Why? Because USD gets some strength. This is a basic thing. You should know this. Let's see. GU is still good, Unless it gives us something else to worry, there's no need to worry about GU. Unless it breaks above the zone, there's no need to close the trade or think about closing. So let's wait and see. This should have gone all the way down by now, but still have 20 minutes left. So plenty of time. Okay, Aussie dollar. Looks like we can also have a good setup here on New Zealand USD if it does close above. GJ can also drop if we close below this level. But seems like it's rejecting right now. See what's gonna happen with GU first. Okay, Benjamin, let's take a look at your chart. What's on your mind? GU, waiting for this lower zone. Yeah, you can do that too. Why not? If you want to be more comfortable taking a trade, you can wait for this support to break. But I'm taking the trade based on this zone here. So let's wait. We can take another entry if it does break below this. Do you notice any difference in the markets on Fridays? A lot of traders say that things get a bit weird at the end of the week. Yeah, Fridays can get better and can get worse. Usually when there is the end of the month, let's say, you're probably gonna get some weird moves, and if that's Friday, of course. Fridays are not very popular to most of the traders. but I think if you trade London session, Fridays can be good. But New York session, late New York session, it gets a little bit weird. You get some moves that you don't even expect. Yeah, because people close positions on Friday. So if everyone is buying GU or selling right now, once they close all the positions, then there's no pressure anymore. So if GU is dropping, everyone has sells on the top, and they close their position, then there's no sell pressure on GU, and it might reverse. That's one of the things that I think it can make the market to move a bit weird. If you are new, please you can go and watch the previous webinars so you can get an idea what we do here. You can just go through the previous webinars pretty fast, take a look what we do so you have an idea, so you don't get confused if we enter a trade or something. Let's see, we have 12 minutes left. Price is not moving that much, which means probably price is going to be at the same level when time comes to close. And if we do stay like this, gonna have to consider, because this will be like an indecision candle, or if we do close above, then I'm gonna cut my losses short, or we'll see. It all depends how this candle is gonna close. USD CAD can give us a nice trade here. Let's wait. I would like this to push just a little bit higher to give us at least like 6-7 pips breakout, because this, it's not that good, to be honest. Only 4 pips above, even though still can work out, but we wouldn't be very comfortable then taking it. So let's see, maybe it's gonna push another 2-3 pips, and that would be very good. On USD CAD, you don't need to have the breakout that big, because if you go and do some back testing, you can see that USD CAD most of the time doesn't need that big of breakout. You can see just yesterday it wasn't a very big breakout, but still we took it, so it was only 5 pips. So it's a little bit different than on GBP pairs. Just like on USD JPY, you don't need a very big breakout candle, so that's why they're even less volatile. A 1 hour candle, no wick at the bottom. Do you expect the next candle to go down too? That's why they sell. I explained why I took the sell on GU. First of all, we came all the way up to this resistance here and we got rejected. This bullish candle came all the way up. The next one, this bearish candle, came as a big rejection. Strong momentum, closed all the way below this support here, and it also came below the previous candle. When that does happen, usually it's we're gonna have a very big push to the downside. It just tells how strong momentum is, and this big pullback came from London Open. So we've seen it a lot of times lately, how right after London opens we get a very big pullback, then price continues to the direction that it was going. So basically this should have made some continuation to the next zone, but it's taking some time. If this is going to be a fake out, then we're going to need a confirmation, and that confirmation would be a close above this resistance now, because it closed above, which means we have a break to the downside. If it does close like this, I'm going to count this as a fake out. So I'm either going to close here or wait for price to come a little lower so I can take a smaller loss. Or maybe before the candle closes, it's going to go all the way up, so we don't know that yet. There are a lot of options that can happen here. Price can also push all the way up, break this zone, then continue up. But unless we go above this last high here, then there is no reason why we would think that. Let's wait and see. Only 7 minutes left. Oh, you feel like this is an old zone and it's not reacting? I think it got respected very, very much, because this didn't happen months ago. It just happened these days. All these rejections, they all happened these days. Yes, this was yesterday. This was a few hours ago, and all these candles. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Probably we're not gonna have a move all the way down because there's no time actually. So we're gonna have to see what we can do here. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Break and retest 1 hour. Nice one. For me, I don't know if I would take this, but unless there would be a good zone on the left, I don't know if I would trust this. It's only one rejection, so for me it would be too risky maybe. For USD CAD, does resistance at 1.32430 matters? I think it's not gonna matter, because this is the support that was respected the most, and all these rejections that were did happen here, so I think this shouldn't be a worry for us. And GU, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see. So one thing is for sure that this candle is gonna close above. That's one thing for sure. But do we let GU hit our stop loss, or we wait for a rejection? Let's wait and see. If it doesn't hit our stop loss before closing, we might consider holding a little more to make a small pullback. Even though if it does close like this, probably next candle is going to push straight up. So let's wait and see. Okay, 3 minutes left. Yeah, stop loss is at 730 on GU. Wow, what a rejection this was for GU. Now it's gonna leave us with a indecision candle. Just gonna make us close then drop all the way down. It's not a good trade when it takes too much time, just like GU, because we want to get in that momentum, and if it does take this long, then there's no good momentum after it. GU closed just above, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close when you see a break above, then there's no reason to hold, so I'm gonna close a 5 pip loss here. Can it still continue down? Yes, but we closed above this resistance, so there's no point holding this anymore unless we break below here, maybe this next support. But Benjamin was waiting for this zone to break and didn't look at all that we have another zone just below that, and it's a very small range. It's a 10 pip range only. So let's see, let's wait, because we need more confirmation now on GU. take a look. Okay, USD CAD broke above. Low. I didn't close early. I trust my analysis, but this is against my analysis because I entered because this candle closed below support. Now this one closed above, so that's against my rules. That says that we have a break above. We could even take buys here, but I don't want to risk that because this zone is too messy for me now. If this previous candle would close below this, then I would still hold because I would trust my analysis, but my analysis are based on a breakout, and now this candle closed above. That's against my rules. That means that price can still continue up now because it broke above. The whole point was this candle because this candle closed below and it did respect this level, so for now there's no trade. Let's see what USD CAD is going to do now. So slow. I'm going to take some buys if it does come for retest, and I'm going to use a stop loss just below the previous candle, which would be like 8 pips below the breakout candle. Of course, if it doesn't make the move before. If it does make the move, then it's not going to be as good as if it would come right away. Yeah. GU, it's too much consolidation. It's too many zones. Look at so many zones in between. You can just clear the chart. Start to draw new zones. The first one is right here. Second one is right here. Third one is right down here. Another one here. Another one up here. So many zones on GU. We're gonna need to clean this big consolidation box on GU. Gonna need to close below all this or above this. It's too much consolidation. That's why now it's starting to, not respect some zones at all. It has created a lot of zones in between. So we're gonna look for a better setup, a clean setup. See, USD CAD may give us one. I just feel like there's not enough volume right now for a price to make some big moves. Like even USD CAD, it looks so slow. And the breakout is not that convincing. It's only 4 or 5 pips, I think. But let's see. Let me check the 4-hour. The 4-hour is not a break yet. Maybe it would be a better idea to wait for the 4-hour. Even though the daily didn't break, it got rejected from support. So it's not against the daily, even though it's against the trend, but we're not looking for a trend change move. It's only a 10-20 pip move, which cannot change anything, only to test this previous zone. Just good range to fill, actually, almost 30 pips. Well, yeah, there's a lot of volume on gold, but gold is too risky to trade right now. Not for me. I'm not gonna risk my money on gold because gold can be too dangerous. Let's see. Look at GU. See how it went all the way up? It was an easy decision to close, or else we would take a double than the loss we took. It should know when you have to close, because this is the problem that most people have. When they see that price broke this and you have a big candle closed above, and this is the same mistake I did before. I saw that price broke a zone and I was still trying to add positions. You know, it would push higher, I would add more, I would add more. This like being blind, you know, without having with trading only with hopes, you know, just hoping that price would come and continue down. But in the reality, you would have a breakout candle. That would mean that price is just going to continue up. That's why we say trade what you see, not what you think, because this is all a hope. Then, if I see that this candle broke above this resistance and I keep selling here, there would be no reason because price broke above and technically should continue up to the next range. And if price breaks this too and we continue to sell while we have a candle closed above, it doesn't make any sense why price should continue down. So trade what you see, not what you think. And we exited the trade exactly on time. That's great. Let's wait and see. Still rejection, as you can see. So many zones in between on GU. Gonna take some time. USD CAD looks like got rejected, but we needed this to come a little lower. What about USD JPY Andres? I don't see anything on UJ right now. I'm just still gonna wait for it to break that 4-hour support. Okay, price broke below candle low, waiting for candle to close below 0.90 to 72 sell downs. Okay, so first of all, I don't know why you are waiting for a close below this. Is there a support left or something? Because I would rather take sells here with a stop loss up here and target all the way down to this next zone if there's free traffic on the left. Or else, I don't know why, because if you enter here, I think would be too late, because this would be a pretty big range to miss. Okay, let's see. This is why I didn't take GU. This is the range I see right now. It's trying to break to the upside. Yeah, I see where you mean that price is rejecting. Yeah, this resistance. GU is too many zones in between right now. We need to clean all this big range on GU, and that would be okay. Got rejected again. USD CAD. I hope at least we get the 4-hour retest if we do break above. Or else we're gonna miss this. Yeah, I'm tempted to take New Zealand USD here. It's so good. This is a very strong support. Look how many times price got rejected. And again here, and then we had a break below a retest. Price went all the way down. Now again came. We already have 4 rejections, and none of them can break above. Let me take a look at the 4-hour too, so I can see. Yeah, the 4-hour is also a break and retest. Only thing maybe that can cause some problems is price rejecting this support here, the same place where the previous one also got rejected. Yeah, that's the only problem, but 1 hour is so clear. Should continue down. EJ, what about EJ? So just like I said before, price stayed just in the middle of these 2 minor zones here, and now it's making a retest of this zone, which I don't really trust, and I wouldn't take any trades here because just would be a rejection of this other zone, so it would be still risky trading. And if we go on the 4-hour, it's also a rejection, can still continue up. So that's why I said the best would be if we would clear this small range and would close all the way down here, then retest to continue down, and it wouldn't have any traffic on the left at all. That would be the best. What about EU? EU, no breakout. No breakout. Still the 4-hour is rejecting. Still UJ, the 4-hour is rejecting too, so I'm gonna have to wait because there's not much going on right now. Geo rejecting again to the downside could be a break in this hour. Yeah, we might have a break. See, we have a lot of rejections on the 4-hour. Okay, we'll see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. If we do break below these candles here, we might have another chance. Yeah, we have news coming up, but there's another 40 minutes left. We'll see. Usually Euro news doesn't have too much effect, even though they say that there are high impact news, but I've seen this a lot of times. It doesn't really do anything. Looks like we missed the USD CAD bus. Yeah, looks like the only hope for now is GU breaking down. That's gonna happen. This would be a G would be very good trade because it would have a very strong confirmation. First of all, coming from another zone, just like we had before, but it didn't work out first time. Second time it might work out. And also, if we do break this zone here too, then we can have a very nice move to the next one. But we're gonna need a good close below. A comfortable close. Okay, Manny. Take care. See you. Yeah, looks like you guys took USD CAD, but I didn't. Did I miss this? Need to come a little lower. EA as always producing fake outs in and out. EA is crazy. EA is crazy. Yeah, looks like for now we're just gonna have to sit down and wait. Okay, NZD USD starting to drop. Looks like I missed the bus here too. It's gonna be a slow day. But this is gonna be also good. When it does break this small consolidation box on UJ. Whenever that breakout happens, maybe the news is gonna help break this. Did we have any USD news later? Yeah. 4 hours. But plenty of time until then. Plenty of time. If it does push above this previous candle, then it might continue all the way up. Going above this would be a big sign that price is going to continue bullish. Also rejecting from support, going above the previous candle, closing above and continuation, because this is also a minor zone on UJ. We got a lot of rejections and all these candles closed above, so it respects this level. Yeah, it seems like we missed USD CAD. Big mistake that we didn't take it. We had to take it when it touched the wicks. I don't really regret not taking USD CAD, because when it doesn't, you know, give you all the confirmations you need. Better than regretting a loss. So if we didn't take it, there's always going to be another chance, so no need to worry. You have plenty of other options. EJ retest, EJ retest, EJ retest. There's nothing happening on EJ. I think you didn't pay attention. What did I say before? There's no trade here unless we break below the zone here. There's no trade. See in between two zones. So it can be counted as a support, as a rejection from support, and it can push higher than this. We might even come and test this zone here, because this breakout was very weak. So this candle can close like this, next one push higher, then we can have another drop too, or price can continue all the way up. So we're just gonna wait for the safest possible setup here. Don't need to rush. It's not every retest is valid. And if you follow me every day, you should know that. Yeah, Pepperstone has leverage 1,500. Yeah, true. David, that's true. Let's take a look what's happening on GJ. Yeah, GJ is pretty much still at the same place. Let's go to the daily, because daily is very important. Okay. Based on what I see on the daily, GJ should continue up. And the daily breakout is pretty good. 40 pips closed above. And like I said yesterday, once we break this, the target was 140, and we did reach that target. And like I said, if you watched the previous webinar yesterday, we reached this minor zone in between this consolidation box. Now we closed above on the daily on GJ, closed above, and we are back in this range now, and this support is being retested on the daily. So we can see this candle flip bullish all the way up easily, as long as it stays above this level, as long as it stays above, there's still continuation that can happen here. Just a matter of time. So what I would do here is, if we get a very good close above, if we do get a very good close above, then a retest, I would take buys here without a doubt. Because GJ is still bullish. It's still bullish, and we have a daily breakout. So I think we're gonna have a good move to the upside if we don't break the zone here. If we stay above the zone, we're still gonna continue up. That's what daily says to me. But we have to remember that it's Friday, so it might get a little bit tricky. We have to be careful. So lots of patience today needed. The best is to go with the trend. Trading the trend is always way easier and way more comfortable than going against the trend. Because every time you trade with the trend, you have one more confirmation. And if you trade against the trend, then you have one thing more against you. And on GJ, it makes perfect sense price to continue up and fill this range. If not filling the range, at least at this next zone here. Then to the next one. But for now, there's nothing. There's no real, volume for now. Maybe New York session is going to bring some. Most Fridays, GJ makes a bullish run. Well, I don't know if that's true, but let's check last Friday what happened with GJ. So what was the date last Friday? 7th August. Okay, so August 7th, GJ did nothing. You know, only a small move. Got rejected from support, so nothing really happened here. And let's see the previous Friday, which looks like it was 31. Yeah. Before this Friday, we had a very bullish run on GJ. So we'll see. Maybe today we're gonna have another bullish one. But we need confirmations. We need confirmation. Euro US dollar looks like it is rejecting the support, and we might have a trade if we do close above the zone here, above this small consolidation box. Only if we close all the way above, then would have a nice range to fill. See, EJ pushing above this. EJ can do the same. EJ can do the same here. Can go above this resistance, a breakout, a retest. Once it does go above this previous candle, then there's high chance of continuation. UJ is rejecting. We might see a break and retest here. Who knows? And GU all the way up again. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna have pretty much a lot of consolidation. Do you recommend Magic Keys? Yes, I do. Magic Keys is very nice. Just gonna give you an example. What would Magic Keys do? So now you can see this. Okay, just a second. Okay, just like you've seen on the simulator session, you can have all the options of managing your risk way better. And it has all the options to close at. For example, I open a lot of positions and it gives me the chance to manage them better, to close all of them in one button or close some, leave some. You can manage the risk way better. You have tutorials on it and how you can use it. It's for me, for example, I don't know if others would suit them, but for me it's very good because I looked for an indicator that just the same as on simulator that we use, but I couldn't find it, and this helped me a lot. Where would you want to see GJ closing? Is pushing pretty strong. Yeah, let me take a look, GJ. Yeah, I would like to close above this level, just above this level, but I would also like to close above this. It would be even better for me, even though this is the main level that I will look for, because this is where most of the rejections we had before and also now. And we had a small break and retest that happened 2 hours ago, but price still got rejected. Why? Because we talked about daily. Daily is at support now, and it's very strong support. We're gonna wait and see how it's gonna close. Till the candle closes, doesn't matter how it's gonna push, because it can push and still come and close like indecision candle. So we need to wait until the last minute to see what's gonna happen. GA looks good. Yeah, let's take a look at GA. GA is too volatile. I think I would skip GA. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. Just like EA, GA and EA are too volatile and tend to make a lot of fake outs. Yeah. If it does close above this, we might consider taking it. Let's take a look how many pips we can use as stop loss. Oh, took the wrong one. Yeah, why not? We can try this. We'll see how it's gonna close. Then we can choose if we want to take GA or GJ. I'd rather take GJ. So on GJ I have the daily also as a confirmation, so I would feel way better taking GJ. We'll see this level looks like it's getting respected a lot. Here this one we got was only a fake out because price closed back in range, made a retest and went all the way down. Rejections also. This candle closed like this, bullish and very strong. A retest and to the next zone. Looks pretty good. Do you journal your trades? Why so? Yeah, every trade I take I save it. And why? Because you can go through them and learn from them. It doesn't matter if it's a win or loss. Both of them is going to help you to see what you did right and what you did wrong. I have mostly wins, so a lot of similar wins. It's hundreds of trades and they are all the same, break and retest. Repetition is the best thing. No, doing the same thing every day just to get better and better at it. Every day you find something that it might make your way of trading better. And that's what I did. Time by time we discovered things that might get in our way when we take a trade and might make our trade more risky or less risky, depends. Helps a lot. When you take a loss, you need to go and see why did you take that loss? What were the reasons? Because every time or most of the time when you take a loss, there's going to be a reason behind it. It rarely happens a loss to happen and to not have a reason. It rarely happens. Every time there's going to be something behind it. And just like we found the reason why fake out happens. Why do we have fake outs? Most of the time we know the reason. So that's the thing. When you don't know why you took a loss, that's dangerous when you don't know why. But when you know it, you know how to make it back. You know how to manage it. So fake outs now are, you can make fake outs profitable now with the things that we found out while we traded. So now we know how to make fake outs work for us and how to avoid them too. That's the most important thing, to know how to avoid fake outs. Do you trade based on daily targets or just continuously? I trade based on 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. If they match with each other, that's the best confirmation. 1 hour and 4 hour most of the time. Daily doesn't really get involved because, of course, we look at it daily because we don't want to take a trade that goes against it. Just like I don't want to take sells on GJ because I know we're at support, and taking sells here would be very risky for me just because I'm going against a higher time frame, and we know that higher time frames prevail. So I would rather take buys here because the daily supports me, and 1 hour, 4 hour would also do the same. So I will have way better confirmation for GJ, let's say, to go up. CAD JPY. Okay, waiting for a breakout. Let's take a look at JPY. Okay, let's see. Looks good, not bad. But we're gonna need a good breakout because we only have 7 minutes left. I don't know if it's gonna be able to close below with a good breakout in 6 minutes. Okay, I'm back. What do we have? Euro USD is nothing. Didn't close above, so there's no trade. EJ closed above this. Not gonna take anything here. And GU closed above this resistance. Okay, so I'm gonna have to choose between GJ and GU. I think I'm gonna take GU. Take GU buys, or let's take a look at GA. No, there's no retest on GA. Okay, I'm gonna take GU buys. It can come a little lower, but if it does come a little lower, then I'll take another entry. Let me see how many pips should I use. Yeah, I'm gonna use 10 pips stop loss. I didn't enter my full risk, so I left some more room. If it does come lower, I'm gonna enter another position. And in total, I'm using less risk today. I don't trust the market that much today, so not risking the same, not using the same risk as I usually use. Let's see this time what GU is gonna do. This time needs to pay us. Finally broke out of this consolidation, and we need to continue up now. We need to continue up. So my trade is based on this zone here. We had a breakout. And the retest happening. Can come a little lower, so let's wait for that. If it does come lower, we're gonna take another entry around here. Should continue to the next zone here. Then who knows, we might see this go all the way up and fill the whole range. How GU looks on the 4 hour, let's take a look. Yeah, we have also the 4 hour close on GU. It looks pretty good. So let's see on the 4 hour, I would say it should come for retest of this zone then continue, but we have 1 hour zones in between that. I don't think I would make that possible. So we'll wait and see. Okay, so this is my last entry. Not gonna enter more than this. Stop loss is just where the previous candle started, so it's only 10 pips. Not gonna risk more because if price comes all the way down here, then nothing good expected from that. So let's wait and see. Should continue up. And this trade is based on this zone we broke above, and this is a breakout candle. This is the retest. Once this retest is done, it should continue up. Next zone is this one. Now we need patience and see. We'll see how far this is gonna go. What about GJ? Not taking GJ. Not taking GJ. Yeah, it's pulling back. I wanted GJ to close also above this, and it didn't, so I just skipped GJ. Took GU because GU for me looks better. Even though, like I said on GJ, the daily is making a retest too, so also GJ can continue. But I feel more comfortable on GU right now. We'll see. GU couldn't break below. We had this zone here. It didn't continue down even though we had a break below, but it closed above, made this retest, still got rejected from this zone, closed all the way above this resistance. Now it's making a retest. We should expect continuation easily. If it does come back in the range again, then we might not trade anything at all for the rest of the day. GU, everything looks today that like it's not safe, but it's gonna be like last try on GU. Let's see if it's gonna respect. If it doesn't respect this zone 2, then GU is done for today. Nothing good's gonna be expected from GU. And also we have USD news coming up later on. See, we have another 3 hours. Well, 3 hours is a lot. 3 hours is a lot, but if it doesn't continue until then, we're gonna have to close before the news. That's gonna be the plan. but 3 hours is a lot, so we should have at least a 10 pip move on GU. Should go at least bullish. Let's see. Yeah, filling the previous wick would be a 10 pip move at least. So today is Friday, we don't need to ask too much. Only some small. If I make the first small loss back, then it's all good for today. I took the other entry that I said, if it does come lower. I did take that too. I said I'm not going to take more than this. That was the last one. What about EJ? EJ is nothing for now. If we do close below, like I said before, then we might have a move to the downside. We don't have any traffic on the left all the way down to 125.500. So that's it. Gonna wait for that. If it does close below this, we might see a move all the way down. Unless it does that, there is no trade. Let's see. GU, another fake out. Is another fake out coming up? This is the maximum that GU can come. I think once it comes all the way down here, probably done with this trade. If Friday is bad, shouldn't we avoid trading? Isn't saving your capital better than taking low risk trades? Well, that's your choice. Saving your capital is all good, but if I did 10% profit, then why not risking 1% a day? It's all your choice. But if you didn't do any profit all day long or all this week, if you didn't make any profits during this week, then there's no reason to trade on Friday at all. Better stay away. But if you already did some profits, then why not risking only a small percentage of that? Had a good week, so why not risking some today if I get a chance? But looks like today nothing good's happening. And this big pullback is not good for GU. It's not acting right. Looking Euro GBP daily bearish 4-hour breaking support, 1 hour just retest, 30 minutes bearish later. Do we think that? Yeah, let's take a look at Euro GBP. Someone sent a chart. Alex, can you send a chart? That would be the best, I think. So I can take a look what you're talking about. The only thing here that would make me a bit angry, that GU would make a deep retest like this, then still reject close above, then continue. That's the thing. EJ breaking below, then, well, we're gonna have to wait until the hour closes, so nothing is done yet. There's no breakout until the candle is gonna close. We need to wait. Look, the only thing here on GU, like I said, we have a 4-hour breakout too. This could be a 4-hour retest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stop below the 4-hour breakout candle, which means my stop loss is going to be 15 pips. I'm going to move my stop loss 15 pips. The reason is because of the 4-hour. This deeper retest, I think it's coming from that. You can see what I'm talking about. So this was a key level for GU, and the 4-hour broke above that. And in the beginning when I took the trade, I took it because of the 1-hour zone, but seems like this deeper retest is just because of the 4-hour. And my stop loss is going to be just below the 4-hour breakout candle, and the minimum or the maximum that price can come is this level here. Once it does come all the way below this, then there's no hope anymore. So I think this deeper retest was just because of the 4-hour. So I'm gonna hold this with my stop loss just below this, which was gonna be another 5 more pips. I think it's way more safe now, and the chances of continuation are still high. So this candle can still continue up close above this 1-hour zone, and this deeper retest was just a 4-hour deeper retest. Then next candle should continue up. No, I'm gonna leave the watermark because people asking which pair it is, so in this way they know which pair it is. we'll see. The reason I did move my stop because I don't want to see price rejecting from this, knowing that this was just a deeper 4-hour retest. The only way I'm going to be sure that price now has no chances of continuation, only if it does come below the previous 4-hour candle, which is also breakout candle. Would even take another buy at this level, but don't want to risk more. We'll see. It's pushing pretty hard. Once it goes below this, then there's nothing else expected than a drop. Let's see. If USD news is bad, will that push GU up or down? Down. If news are good, no, if USD news are bad, sorry, GU is gonna push up. But I'm not expecting the news to move this. We want the trade to be done before the news because we can't expect the news to save us, you know. If the news are good, then GU is gonna smash this support, but there's plenty of time till then. Now I'm not gonna enter a second position. I'm just gonna hold this. It's gonna hold this because there's no need. It's Friday. There's no need to risk more. I already risked very low, so I'm not gonna do anything like that. Just wait how it plays out. It's a 4-hour break and retest now too, so I just really didn't expect that price would come all the way down here, since we had zones in between. That's the only reason I took the trade here, because I saw that 4-hour might come deeper for this 4-hour retest, but didn't really see this coming all the way down, because I imagined it would be a massive drop, and I didn't want that. I saw that we had the 1-hour zone before that, but it didn't really respect. So what can happen is the 4-hour average done with the retest, next hour to push. No, actually this 1-hour should reject, close above the 1-hour zone here, and then next one push up. So we'll see if that's gonna happen or not. We'll see if it doesn't respect this, then there's no more trades for today. Okay, it looks like this color scheme it's not good for you guys. But white background is way better because the quality is not that good when the YouTube streams. On Zoom it's way better, but on YouTube it's not that good. So you want another color for the bearish candles. What about red? Okay, let's leave it red. If this helps you, then why not? I change my colors a lot. It's like a refresh. Yes, my friend, this looks good. If it does break below, gonna have a nice break and retest. And we have free traffic on the left. It looks very nice. But if I take a loss on GU, I'm probably not going to take any other trades. We'll see. Still can reject. This is a very strong support on GU. Coming all the way down, it doesn't make sense. Would you close GU early to avoid stop loss? I don't know. It depends if it does give me a reason. If it does give me a reason, then I would maybe close early. There's plenty of time. Unless it hits our stop loss, then there is still way more room to go up. See how it's getting rejected now? Just like I expected. If this candle now closed above, or maybe it's going to go all the way bullish, but if it does close above, next one should push all the way up after it. So let's wait and see. Red plays with emotions. Well, I don't know. I would prefer white, but since you guys like red, then why not? When I'm alone, then I'll turn it to white again. This was very nice rejection. Very nice, just like we wanted. There's still time. If this goes bullish, then game over. That would be massive. Nothing is definite right now till the candle close. It's still another 30 minutes, so anything can happen during that time. How much is magic keys? On the website says 150. Well, with my link, whatever the price is 10% off. What will be the full target for today on GU? The best target would be the next zone. After that, the next resist. But the first one, I think 15 pips first, then gonna hold some runners. But I need 1-to-1 risk reward first. After that, whatever we get, it's a bonus. Yes, so all we need now is this candle to close above. Then the next one to push up. Would you stay a little longer for this GU trade to play out? How do you mean? Unless this candle closes below, even though this still should continue because of the 4-hour. Even though if it stays below that 1-hour zone, it's still the 1-hour, the 4-hour, what matters the most. But just the fact that if this candle closes below this support, it would make you, uncomfortable. So you would start to, think about closing early. So the thing is, we need to wait to see how the 1-hour is going to close. UJ is about to break. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Okay, the 4-hour, not enough. This 4-hour would close below, that would be the best. Looks like it didn't. We'll see the next hour how it's gonna close. Aussie dollar also still rejecting the support. It may give us something later on. GJ, nothing really happening here. Still at the same place. Looks like only GA didn't move at all. And it didn't make a retest at all. Stayed at the same place. Let's wait and see. There's no other setup on the other pairs. I don't trade Euro GBP, guys, just so you know. I've said before, but if you don't know, I don't trade it. If you want to trade it, you can go on, and someone already took it. Price is at support now, and this was the trade here. Everyone who took this trade, perfect in D profits. but I don't trade Euro GBP. Someone took it, sent me some analysis before. I hope you are in deep profits. We'll see if GU closes like this, then I'll consider it closing it. If it does push a little higher, take a small loss. But this needs to push and close above the level that we took the trade. It is a messy day. Change candle color again might push you. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Taking EJ without candle closure, would you consider that an aggressive impulse entry? Yeah. Taking EJ without candle close is way too risky because you don't have a confirmation. How do you know that it's not gonna reject and close all the way above? So you need a close as a confirmation. Once it closes, then you have a confirmation, but without closing, you don't know if this is gonna break or not. We have 15 minutes left. Can happen a lot in 15 minutes. Just like on G, it can happen a lot and can close above. See, now it's dropping. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I'm gonna close earlier. We're not gonna wait too much for this, because once it takes too long, it's not a good sign. What do you think about USD CAD? USD CAD had a very good setup, and I think it's gonna continue to this next range, probably. After that, who knows? If we do also break above this, then it might continue more. But we'll see how it's gonna react as this zone here, because that's the next resistance for USD CAD. And USD news coming up later, so we'll see what's gonna happen. This trade took too long. We needed to work out with that good momentum, because you can see the 1 hour. 1 hour had very good things. Price came all the way from the support, closed above resistance. A retest, it should have gone all the way up, but the 4 hours stopped that. Wanted a retest on the 4 hour. We'll see what's gonna happen. Just waiting for the 1 hour candle to close, then we'll make a decision. I'll make a decision for myself, and you can choose if you want to hold or not. Would you consider buying EJ or too risky? Why would you buy EJ? I don't see a reason for buying EJ. I mean, you have support here, and this candle is below that. I wouldn't take anything on EJ except sells if it does close below. If it doesn't close below, then there's no trade here. Okay, let's go GU. This should go bullish if it does stay like this. Euro weakness is pushing dollar index up, so this might be causing GU consolidated. Wow, what a correlation. Well, I don't look at like that in that way. Correlation is not on my list. I don't use correlation. GU was a pain today. Let's see, last 10 minutes. Does gold still look bullish? Gold, gold. Gold is dropping. And does it still looks bullish to you? I don't really know. I don't know about gold. Gold is too messy right now. Had a huge drop last week. What a correction that was. And right now it's dropping. Created a small resistance on the daily at 190.53. I think it might have problems. If it does break that, then we're good to go up. But before that, I don't know. If GU closes like this, then I'm probably gonna close if it does push up. And I'm probably gonna exit if it does come to this resistance, this 1 hour resistance. Maybe I'll leave some run, but wouldn't be feel comfortable looking at 1 hour and waiting for price to break this, even though the 4 hour is testing another zone, but we'll see. GU on the daily is also very messy, so no wonder why it's doing all this. Probably it's gonna be my last trade for this week. Oh no. This candle should push up, just close above 1.30720. That's all GU needs to do for me to stay in the trade. This week was good though. We took two good wins yesterday. Before that, I think we didn't take any. Forgot. Let me check. Yeah, we had two wins today, yesterday, and we had before. So 2 days ago, we had one win and one loss, but the loss was smaller than the win, so we ended up the day with a win. 3 days ago, we had only one trade, 5 pip loss on GCAD. 4 days ago, we had two wins, EuroCAD and GBP/USD, both 15 pips. On last Friday, we had one loss and one win, both on GJ. And we had the NZD/USD win, so we had two wins, one loss. NZD/USD went like 30-40 pips, dropped, melted down. So if you just go through the previous webinars, you can see by yourself. I don't know why I'm even telling you this. How much profit this week? This week, 100,000, 100K profit. What is this question? Okay, very nice, Gio. Very nice. Very nice. This is what we like. Almost turning in profit. Okay, so this is a very good close. This is what we wanted. So this is perfect. Looks like I'm gonna hold. Looks like it. It looks like it. Let's see. After this trade, I'm gonna tell you how much I made, how in percentage. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all, but they need maybe motivation. That's why they ask how much. They need motivation. Okay, perfect close. Let's go. Now we need a push here. Nice. We need a 4 hour to go bullish. Once it goes bullish, then game over for GU. Very nice, GU. Very nice. Let's go now. Push to the upside. Man, this was a pain. Pain in the, you know where. Don't want to say that. Okay, once it goes above this, let's go. Nice push to the upside. 4 hour turn bullish. Very nice. Needs to continue now. Let's go, GU. Don't play games. It was deep retest. Was a deep retest. Man, it went exactly like I expected. It's crazy. Just how we wanted. Now, the thing is, this candle shouldn't come back down again. It shouldn't. So, we have, okay, 7 pips. Another 3-4 pips. We get 10 pips. We can close some and we can leave some around. So that way, okay, perfect. We have 10 pips, ladies and gentlemen. We have 10 pips. 10 pips, and it's pushing a lot more. This can give us a lot more. Okay, what a push this is. 14 pips. Let's go for 15. Who's giving us 15? Okay, do we have? Man, Geo took a lot of time, but see, patience pays. This week, our patience was tested a lot. But at the end of the day, we get paid. That's the good thing. Now, 10 pips, 14 pips actually, close some, leave some run, and move stop loss at break even. I don't want to see this coming again at my entry. Secure some, leave some run. That's all. And we ended this day in profits. And this week. See, we almost waited for 3 hours to get this win. This is patience. Great way to end the week. Yes, brother. Yes. Patience, patience, pace. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to go now. Thank you all. We had a great day and a lot of doubts about this, but at the end, we got paid. Now, I said I'm gonna tell you after this trade is done how much I made, so let me see. I made 8% this week. Have a nice day all. See you next week, and for someone, see you this weekend, because with my group we do a simulator session every week to backtest and refresh our strategy for some hours. Okay, thank you all. Have a nice weekend. See you all. Take care. Don't trade today more than this. I don't think it's needed. Take some rest. Have a great weekend all. Gonna leave some room for this all the way up here for 50 pips push here. We'll see how far it's gonna go. See you guys. Very, very nice. Give it a like or subscribe or anything you want if you enjoyed this session.